for those who haven't been to the restaurant, it's a buttermilk waffle with a crispy confit duck leg, a fried duck egg, and mustard maple syrup. So based on chicken and waffles, anyone had that before in America? It's an amazing dish. It's kind of like the French refined version of that, but still in a very rustic, comforting way. So onto the duck itself, like chicken and waffle, normally you marinate the chicken in buttermilk with spices, and then you flour it and dip it in a different coating, and then you fry it. Obviously, we confit the duck first, so by doing that, you have to cure it for a day. Very, very traditional. We don't mess about with that at all. Salt and sugar in equal parts, brandy, orange zest, star anise, cloves, pepper. You can put anything you want. I like fennel seeds, is nice. Even putting Szechuan pepper or anything like that in, just any kind of aromatic spice.
Can you use any type of alcohol, or does it have to be brandy?
I guess you could. I mean, brandy kind of makes sense because it's got that. It's strong enough, and it has that sweetness. So all we do is we pack it into the salt. I mean, we don't need to mess about with it. It seems like it's a lot. There is a reason why we do this. So confit historically was done as it is. So jam in French is confiture, which means to preserve. And that's exactly what you're doing here. So by using the salt draws out all the moisture, so when you cook it, it absorbs all the fat, and that's why confit duck is so naughty but so bloody good. So you leave that for a day in the fridge like that. You take it out, and it looks like this. So you see how firm that's become compared to how floppy that is. It's really cured. And even at the restaurant, when we do things like ox cheek or any low heat braise or anything like that, I cure everything now, just because it's almost like brining meat. It does the same thing. It extracts the water, and then when you braise it, all that good stuff you're braising it in, whether it's soy and miso thing or whether it's red wine or whatever, it all gets sucked up. So once that's done, we wash this off.
So is that juice there the result?
That's just the sugar and the salt dissolving.
Yeah, so that turns to that.
Yeah, it's just that's just the sugar.
That's just the syrup.
That's not been touched at all.
And it's drawing out a bit moisture, I guess, as well as
absolutely. Yeah. That's why it's so firm. It's almost becoming a ham, and that's just a day. Yeah. So we then wash that off, dry it really well.
And is that a 50-50 salt and sugar?
50-50, yeah. For things like ox cheek and stuff, I lower the sugar and increase the salt. But all you need to do, as soon as you...
Can you cure those longer?
No, short. So if there's more salt, less time. Okay. Less salt, more time. That's generally... And obviously, you don't want it to be too sweet as well. Yes, I mean, sugar curing is a great way of cooking as well, where you just blitz sugar with loads of herbs and you pack like a sealed duck breast in it, you leave it for 4 or 5 days and it will become pure. It's like Ramalax or something.
How much sugar would it actually absorb?
I mean, it will become syrupy like that.
It depends on the time as well, and how long you're going to cure it for. I did over Christmas, we do little hampers for my family instead of buying presents. It's cheaper. And we do. I do a cured salmon, and last time I did it in like an orange liquor, basically. But when I took off the salt, it's obviously very salty. But then I made like a lemon and lime orange syrup and put that over the top and sat it in there for another 3 or 4 days, and it kept the balance of salt and sugar, the salty sweet.
Yeah,
it was.
And that's something we do a lot at the restaurants, playing on. I get a lot of grief for it sometimes because people think the food's all sweet, but we do use that subtle sugar as a seasoning as well as doing all the other bits that it doesn't taste good. So that's been washed off, dried, and as I said, we're not staying overnight. So normally this is in duck fat, washed, dried, goes into the duck fat, into the oven for about 4 to 5 hours, about 140, that sort of temperature, really low, really slow. And then in France, or in France, but in days gone by, as long as it's covered by the fat, that would last in a cold larder for the whole of winter, or whatever. And then you just melt the fat and you pull it out. Traditionally, if you buy confit duck, you have to sort of wrench it out of this. As this gets cold, it solidifies like lard does. So we take that out, we drain it off. At the restaurant, we give it a little press just to make it look nice, so the egg sits on top nicely. And as you'll see,
so how long do you cook that for?
About 4 hours. As soon as it does that, it's ready. And with any braised meat, you must always cool it in whatever you've cooked it in, because as soon as you take it out, it just loses and becomes dry. Whereas if it cools in that liquid, it will reabsorb it. And this is fat, so it's always going to taste good.
Very healthy.
So that's basically it. We'll go on to making the waffles later on. Frying an egg, it's pretty straightforward, but we'll go through that as well. But that's the main thing. Is obviously the duck waffles is the focal part of it. The main focus of it. But the The waffles themselves as well, very simple to make. There's nothing, I promise you, there's nothing that we serve at the restaurant, regardless of how it looks in a picture or how it tastes, is difficult to make. We don't do anything molecular or anything sort of too smart. I don't know how to. Okay, so
You
we've
don't
got
know why, that's probably what they want.